Freaks, it's Monday, March 16th, 2026. Coming up on the program today, my personal requirements for joining a cult. Recruiters, listen up. Plus, dogs puking up water is music to my ears. How many farts can a fart digger fart if a fart digger says the N-word on her home renovation show? And Santa's Village is ground zero for rape!
Clear glass here, green there, round there. I sort glass. That's my job. I learned the job slow, and now I know it by heart.
He earns money, he pays taxes. He's just like you. ARC, the Association for Retarded Citizens.
Don't throw us away.
Hello. This video is for all the ARC members and sponsors, everything. You need to change the name of ARC and take the word retard out of your name, please, because the word retard is real offensive to me and a lot of other people. So, please change your name to the word ARC. Change your name because that word is offensive to many people. Okay?
When the night has come,
Don't throw us away.
and the land is dark,
I'm retarded.
all the moon
Retard.
is only
Fucking retarded.
like we'll see.
Our baby was born mentally retarded.
No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Stand by me.
His name is Lance, but his name is Charles.
So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand. Stand by me. Stand by me. In the sky, just look upon. Trouble and far. On the moon, so tumble to the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry. I know I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Won't stand by me. Won't stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
And they would go off to car heaven and make car babies.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener, Mad Scientist.
I'm gonna lose my mind today.
I know what abortion smells like. Did you know abortion even had a smell?
Oh my goodness.
Yes! Hey, Freaks, Tim back here with you to kick off a new week of programs, and we're doing it right. A listener has stepped up to sponsor this mess. Rod or Pay, tell us a little more.
Today's sponsor writes, Mad Scientist here in Central Kentucky. I'd love to hear the Scientology promo/testimonial thing in full. I don't remember whether it was a test of patience length or not. I just remember it being a bunch of hilariously meaningless gibberish. Love the show. Keep up the bizarre work.
I love that shit, too. I'm right there with you, Mad Scientist. I'd be happy to replay some of that audio a little bit later. The thing is, there are multiple testimonial videos. It's like every year they came out with a new one for a while, but they're all insane. They all kind of sounded the same. Just, different gibberish. Jumping on the bridges, the trampolines, opening the jar to Cookie Mountain, or, just stupid shit. It's so funny because, we haven't really talked about the Scientology testimonial videos in some time now, years. But I still have in my library that absolute banger of an instrumental track that played underneath the testimonials. It was like that high energy while people excitedly say nonsense words. I keep funneling my progress towards the path doors. It means absolutely nothing, but with the music in the background, it's like, wow, these people are really doing something. They're accomplishing their goals. Yeah, this is the music. I just keep racking up win after win after win while climbing the ladder of Primus. And the tech just keeps getting better. The fountain base is full of liquid time. We're bathing in the golden age of light sounds. It's like, okay. If you're happy about it, I guess I am. I mean, you sound insane. You're obviously in a cult. I like cults where, people are energetic. Sometimes you'll hear from cult members and they're that serene type of very low energy, like, hi, yeah, so glad you're here. We all must obey mother. I don't like cults like that. I like cults where they're enthusiastic. It's easier to sell someone on a cult when they're like, oh my God, I unlocked the Triumph elevator. And thanks to the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard, I reached floor number 123 of the volcanic moon sphere. It's like, I don't know any of those words, but it sounds like a good thing. Like, I want to be a part of it. Sign me up. Give me a copy of Dianetics and let me start my adventure. Anyway, we'll talk more about these Scientology testimonials later on, thanks to today's sponsor, Mad Scientist. Couple of real short things before we get into the meat and potatoes of this bitch. Very sad news to report. Yes, there's been a death in the DB family. Well, we'll say extended family. It's just someone we featured once on this podcast, but still, it's sad. It's an iconic clip. You might not know the name Ernie Anastas, but I'm sure you're familiar with his work.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that 7th day to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
Yes, Ernie was the news anchor who uttered the phrase, keep fucking that chicken.
Fucking that chicken.
That's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
That's me.
Keep fucking that chicken. Fucking that chicken. Keep fucking that chicken.
That's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
That's me.
Keep fucking that chicken. Fucking that chicken.
All right, so yeah, poor Ernie passed away a couple days ago. He was 82 years old. He was suffering from pneumonia. That shit is so scary. Like, to think all these things that we get, occasionally as young people. Colds, pneumonias, the flu, chicken pox. When you're young, it's no big deal. But after the age of 60, it's fucking deadly. The one that it blew my mind was my mom had a what are those things called? Urinary tract infection. When it happens to girls and they're like in their 20s or 30s, doctors are like, don't bother me with that shit. Drink some fucking cranberry juice. You'll be fine in a couple days. But when old people get it, they go delirious. Like, I don't know, it spreads to their brain or something. You might have a UTI. Go to the emergency room immediately. My mom, couldn't get out of bed. She was seeing things, too. I've talked to nurses, and they're like, oh, yeah, this shit is serious. You can die from a UTI. But honestly, when you're old, you can die from anything, like a scrape on your arm. Your whole body is like onion skin. It's paper thin. It just tears. I brushed up against a tree branch and all of my skin peeled off. I have no epidermis anymore. If it's windy outside and you've got any body part exposed, you walk in the house and all of a sudden there's bruises all over you. I'll look at my mom and I'll be like, where did you get that bruise? And she'll be like, I don't know. It's impossible to tell what caused that. As for Ernie, yeah, it was pneumonia. May he rest in peace. I'm sure he's fucking those chickens up in heaven. And God is like, we don't do that here. You have got to stop. All right. Oh, the other kind of interesting thing that I ran across, I'm a sucker for interesting sounds, mainly sounds that come out of the human or animal bodies. I found a series of videos that show off a very interesting noise that dogs make that I've never experienced before. I've owned a bunch. I've even taken them to bodies of water, lakes and ponds and streams and shit. Apparently dogs don't know to keep their fucking mouth closed when they're in the water, and just water goes in and then water has to come out. So here's a compilation of dogs making some horrible noises while they're in the water. At no point does the damn dog ever learn. The whole time it's swimming in the water, gagging and coughing. I thought it was just like one really dumb animal. No, there's tons. Here's another dog.
Oh. Can't hold this.
Oh my goodness, you alright?
It's like puking half underwater. And yes, before anyone even has to ask, this does remind me of my father hacking up a lung in the morning. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Daddy, is that you? Let's move on now. Enough dogs vomiting. Do you freaks remember a week or two ago, we talked a little bit about an HGTV show that got canceled because the star slipped up and said the N-word. And it was literally for her show. She was up in the rafters of the house or standing on a ladder or something, trying to hammer a nail, and she's like, fart N-word. Hold, I think I have the clip here.
Why? It's my last one. Oh, fart nigger. What the fuck is that I just said? Hey, Nick, you gotta, can you kill that?
No, I got 35 minutes. I can't kill it.
Oh, fuck my life.
And her life was fucked. So that actually happened months or maybe even a year or so ago when she was filming. It was just leaked a week or two ago. And because of that, HGTV was like, no, you will not be seeing any more episodes of Rehab Addict. It was yanked from the schedule. Well, most recently, Nicole Curtis asked to go on The Breakfast Club show. You know, the radio program hosted by a bunch of black people. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of radio shows hosted by a lot of black people, but this is like the big one, the most popular. You know, it's the one with Charlamagne the God and who else? Jess Hilarious and DJ Envy. They're all there. Nicole, like I said, asked to go on the show so she could explain herself. I guess this is the start of the Nicole Curtis apology tour. Ballsy move, going on The Breakfast Club. They all try to understand, like, what was going through Nicole's mind when she said the N-word.
You used the term fart digger and fart knocker. You used those terms before?
This might be a good defense, actually. If she says fart knocker, that's N. Well, it's like, you know, KN, but, you know, it sounds like an N. Fart knocker. If she says that often and fart digger, you know, people slip up all the time. It's hard to talk. She could have been, you know, deciding which one to say, and it just came out like a mixture of both. Fart knocker, fart digger, fart, you know. Now, she will later say, like, she has to make up these crazy words because she can't swear on her show. If this is all true, there should be footage of her saying fart knocker a bunch and fart digger. If she could pull up, you know, examples of her saying those words a lot, I would be almost inclined to believe her. We've all slipped up and said the wrong word before. As a matter of fact, I think one of the Breakfast Club co-hosts even says that.
Oh, okay. So fart knocker, yes, absolutely. Fart digger.
What's up with you and farts?
You know what? Again, do you have boys in here? Do you have boys?
Yeah,
okay.
I have 2 boys.
I have 1.
Okay, so boys talk about farts all the time. Okay, so and again, I can't swear on my show. Okay, so yes, I've made up these crazy words.
If you said fart digger, the amount of times that you said, I just feel like you should have released that 1,000,001 times because it just seems like it's something that you've said before because it just came out so natural.
And fart digger sound like you playing in assholes all day.
Thank you, Charlamagne the God, for that very intelligent comment. Sounds like you up digging in fart holes. Is that what you're doing on that show? Digging in buttholes? I always thought like Charlamagne the God was the smart one. He's like the leader of the Breakfast Club. The other co-hosts sound way more intelligent than him.
And fart digger sound like you playing in assholes all day. Why?
Yeah, that's a little nasty.
That's another conversation.
No. And
why
again,
would you just be digging in random
crazy?
I don't have a rhyme or reason of the words that I make up. Like I say nonsense stuff all the time. I mean, and again, like even when, I edit my shows, right? And I'll be editing my shows and I'll be like, just finish what the you're saying. Because I go off on like this and that, and I'm off the cuff. I'm not scripted.
Guys, was this the right idea to have this weird, probably racist white lady go on The Breakfast Club? I don't know if she's helping her cause here at all. She might end up making the word fart digger happen, you know? The most that's going to come out of this interview.
So were you trying to say something else in that moment?
Absolutely.
Because you say fart digger and fart knocker.
I say all that.
You apologize to black people.
I do. I did. And I do. I apologize.
No, let them, the camera's
did.
right there. Just
yes, I do. And to everyone out there, just Charlamagne, so you're aware, that is a word that I do not condone. So the people out there that...
I've seen this Rehab Addict show. This woman's always looked a little rough to me. Honestly, she looks like someone who knows her way around the N-word.
Do not use me as an example, right?
Yeah.
That's where I've been coming out against people saying, hey, just because I said it, I made a mistake. I know I made a mistake. You watch that footage, even the edited bullshit, you know that I am like, ugh. Yeah. So no, don't use me as your poster child for that bullshit.
And I don't want you to think that coming on the Breakfast Club is just going to rehabilitate your image.
Absolutely
black
not.
people. In fact, it might
serious?
Increase the chances of you walking through the airport and somebody going, that's the fart lady.
Yeah, no.
Well, that might actually be a good thing. You want to be associated with fart digging, not the N-word, you know, if you want to be hireable, I guess. Well, anyway, that's a little Nicole Curtis Rehab Addict update for you. Let's move on. It's been a while since we've featured some bad behavior on public transit. I've got two examples here for you. The first one takes place overseas on the tube. Yeah, this happened in London. Someone on the train was telling this lady who was being very loud to, you know, just shh, can you just take it down a few notches? Be quiet. And she responds by screaming. How do you like this?
Well, you're not funny. I don't care. Don't need to be funny.
Very mature response.
Put your headphones in and play your music. It's for free. You know? I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying because you're not speaking.
At first, she's having a conversation with this woman, an argument, but it's a conversation. Then she slips into gibberish, and then it's just full-on screaming for the rest of the trip. This video goes on for 5 minutes. I don't know how much of the screaming you actually want to hear. It eventually turns into some sort of weird Tourette's thing. But first, some more screaming. I don't know why the guy sitting next to her doesn't just, like, fucking pop her in the mouth. Yeah, he's not the one that she's having a fight with, but, like, that is a very piercing, loud noise he shouldn't have to put up with. Knock her the fuck out. I don't think anyone would blame him for that.
Wow. Wow. Big cock. She want big cock, that one. She want big cock. Her.
This is the Tourette's part I was telling you about. By the way, this woman is not Asian. Kind of sounds like it, but no, she's just an obnoxious twat. Across the pond, back to the U.S. we go, specifically Washington, D.C. On the yellow line, we've got another confrontation. Gotta be honest with you, though. This guy is way more entertaining than the screeching British banshee.
God, you a hoe. And you an ugly bitch. You kind of why you riding the train? Dolo is sitting on the train. Because you a broke, ugly white bitch.
I'm not sure what started this fight. They both appear to be recording each other. He's not afraid to comment on her looks. Although I think it's funny that he calls her a broke bitch for riding the train when, of course, he is also on the train.
Broke, ugly white bitch. Ugly ass, stressed out woman. Men don't want that. White men don't even want that, bitch. You stress men out and you gonna die alone just like some of these black women that's mentally ill. You ugly, but you white. You got all the options in the world. You white though. You don't have no fucking systemic racism against you. You just a bad fucking person. And you got ugly ass legs. You need to hit leg day. You look like a fucking man.
I bet you that's the line that stung her the most. Her and her bad legs. He's saying that she's got man legs. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Keep following me on camera, bitch. You need to work with your fucking self, bro. You fucking skinny ass, ugly ass white bitch.
Goes on, but the train noises kind of drown him out for a while. Basically, I'm telling you freaks, just avoid public transit at all costs, if possible. Do you guys remember Rachel Gerster? This is someone we featured a few times on the podcast not too long ago. Most notably, she has a couple of dogs that live in her apartment, she's not allowed to have dogs, right? And the landlords are upset because she was taking her dogs out in the yard, shitting them and not cleaning up the poop. Now that she got in trouble for that, she's just letting her animals shit in the house. This is how she's getting back at her landlord or property manager. In some of the clips that we've featured on the show, there's just puddles of piss and shit on her floor that she's avoiding cleaning up. She's got garbage bags full of shit that she's collecting, I guess, to present to her landlord. I'm sure that will work out in her favor. There's just no way this doesn't end with an eviction, right? Also, if I recall, she's like prostituting, right? That's how she makes her money. Today, I've got 2 clips to share with you of Rachel. This doesn't have anything to do with dog shit or prostitution, but it kind of illustrates how much of a narcissist she is. She's high on her own stink, and she's quick to talk down on people, including this, I guess, viewer.
Blessing. What a blessing when there's fucking retards like you sitting waiting for your child tax credit, spreading your legs, thinking that your kids deserve to live in fucking poverty. That you don't make enough money that you need to rely on other people to raise your kids. That's fucking gross. Other people, other strangers, money taken from my paycheck goes to your children. Keep your legs fucking closed. That's gross.
Now let's compare and contrast that video to her newest.
Yeah. So I deserve to just get my own food.
The whole point of this video is she has no money, though.
I am too good to eat at food banks. I'm too good to eat strangers' food. I'm not comfortable doing that, and it's not healthy.
It should be noted that she is eating while going on this little rant.
I understand that people treat sick people and people that have been abused, people that have been homeless as less valuable, but we're not. I don't deserve to eat from a food bank. I deserve to go into a store and get some food.
What was she saying in that last video again?
That you don't make enough money that you need to rely on other people to raise your kids. That's fucking gross.
Right. And then also how this was all coming out of Rachel's paycheck. Supporting people who can't support themselves. It's disgusting.
It's not asking a lot. It's what I deserve. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, if she was really hungry, she'd be appreciative of the food bank shit. This is just an entitled bitch, is what we're hearing right now. Because, if you can't afford food, right, the option is food banks or getting on, food stamps. Getting your EBT fart card. There are resources out there. You just don't like them. You want to live your life like you're wealthy, or at least a person who works and gets a paycheck, but you also don't want to work and get a paycheck.
My marks are perfect through the roof. So, yeah, food is a basic human right. I don't deserve scraps. I don't deserve a food bank. I don't deserve... Ooh, Amara the fucking bulimic. Hi, Amara. How's the bulimia going?
Now, this is someone she does not get along with in the chat. On her bulimic. As fucking Rachel slurps her food.
I can't imagine... Hi, Mickey. I can't imagine having enough food to gorge and then vomit it up. I don't even have enough money to buy food to be bulimic. I can't afford bulimia. American, though. Good for her.
Yet she's still not thin, I
have no money to literally buy food to vomit it back up. And Amara's doing that daily. Gross. What a waste. What a waste, Amara. Must be nice to be able to afford food and then puke it back up.
I know Rachel is trying to insult this woman, but the end result is still, Amara here can afford food and you can't.
Absolutely vile. Yeah, definitely food banks is not the way to go. That's not the answer. Neither are free meals.
Someone in the chat basically said, look, I went through a hard time and I did the food banks. You do what you got to do.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you did. I refuse to do that. I'm too good to live my life like that. I don't deserve to spend half of my day just trying to eat.
I really don't.
Well, what else are you doing? You're not working.
Humans deserve better. And the fact
you don't need to be on TikTok. Use that time to go searching for food, bitch.
That most of us are so fucking programmed to think that that's acceptable.
Again, contrast that to what she said in the last video.
Other people, other strangers, money taken from my paycheck goes to your children. Keep your legs fucking closed. That's gross.
That's the compassionate Rachel Gerster I know and love. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow. What are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. Just go to distortedview.com. Sign up for a monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. When you sign up, you gain access to a personal podcast feed that you just copy and paste into whatever podcast app you use. That way you can hear all of the exclusive shows we do throughout the week, including the one I have on deck for you tomorrow. Do remember, if you use Spotify to get your podcast, the only way you can hear the exclusive shows is if you sign up inside of the Spotify app. Just search for Distorted View and you will see a link or button to tap onto to sign up. Then all of the exclusive shows will appear right alongside the free episodes in your feed. You can also do that in Apple Podcasts, or you can sign up on our website. Either way, you're given an option. For more information, check out distortedview.com. Other ways to support the show, we have got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5 and get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. If you pledge at least $20 a month, occasionally I send out DV merchandise. And yes, we'll be sending out some DV stuff this month, so make sure you're at the $20 level if you want to participate in that. Of course, you can also sponsor an episode of DV. Just PayPal at least $25 to show@distortedview.com and let me know how you'd like to sponsor the show. If you want me to send a message to someone, play an audio clip like today's sponsor, they want to hear the Scientology testimonials. However you'd like to sponsor the show, just let me know. Send a message to me. And also, of course, most importantly, PayPal show@distortedview.com, $25. Okay, 3 very quick stories now. Yes, we're doing 3. Am I enthused about the news today? You bet your sweet, juicy ass I am. I'm so enthused about the news. I'm so enthused about the news. For time is what I could use to write more stories. I'm so enthused about the news. I'm so enthused about the news. You can always tell that I'm really enthused about the news based on like how high I get up there at the end. The news. The news. The news. It's going to be a good day, freaks. All right. Yes, 3 very quick stories. First up. Ooh, check this out. We've got a DV news update. And in addition to that, this comes from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Our most fucked up state.
We are hitting all the jingles and sound effects today. Yes, this story comes from Clearwater, Florida. A Florida man has pled guilty to felony charges after authorities say his frustration over a malfunctioning karaoke machine at a sports bar escalated into a gun incident. It's interesting how sometimes the news like pussyfoots around what the fuck happened. Like, what the hell is a gun incident? You mean someone pulled out a gun and threatened to shoot another person, or did shoot another person? This is a karaoke shooting. Aaron Jablonski, 35, entered a guilty plea this week in a Florida court to charges including aggravated assault and weapons offenses stemming from a confrontation last year outside the Overtime Sports Bar in Clearwater. As I mentioned, we covered this here on DV because I'm always on top of the news, especially when it comes to karaoke-related assaults. I'm surprised there's not more violence that stems from karaoke. It's an infuriating experience. I get why they're miserable and agitated and they just end up wanting to shoot someone. Police said the incident began in the early morning hours of March 15th during a karaoke night at the bar. According to investigators, Jablonski became angry when the venue's karaoke machine was not working. Oh, he's upset because he wanted to hear more karaoke music? Or, more likely than not, he's upset because he wanted to sing. The people need to hear my talent. It's not fair it's being withheld from them. After leaving the bar, in a huff, Jablonski encountered another patron outside who tried to calm him down. Look, they'll fix the machine. They do karaoke twice a week. Come back on Tuesday. You'll be able to sing your song. You don't understand. I have to psych myself up. My confidence has been shattered. Like, what song were you going to sing anyway? The Dixie Chicks. My signature. Goodbye, Earl. Wanda and Marianne were best of friends all through the high school days. Both members of the FFA, both active in the FFA. I don't know what the fuck that song goes, Yeah, after leaving the bar, Jablonski encountered another patron outside who tried to calm him down, obviously unsuccessfully. Instead, investigators allege that Jablonski pulled a handgun from his waistband, pointed it at the man, and declared, "I don't fucking care." Witnesses and police reports indicate the confrontation occurred at around 2:30 a.m. outside the Clearwater business. In some accounts, Jablonski fired a round into the air before walking away from the scene. The threatened patron returned inside the bar and promptly called police. Officers later arrested the man and charged him with aggravated assault and possession of a firearm by a felon. Oh, he shouldn't even have a gun. Investigators note that Jablonski had prior felony convictions, which made it illegal for him to possess the firearm. Jablonski had been free on $40,000 bond. I love saying that. Jablonski. Jablonski had been free on $40,000 bond while the case proceeded, but was taken into custody after entering his guilty plea. He is scheduled to be sentenced on March 31st. Authorities did not report any injuries resulting from the incident. It's a rare Florida case where no one is hurt. Actually, a bit of a letdown, really. All right, second story we have for you today. A Connecticut police officer suffering what investigators described as a mild anxiety attack was taken to the hospital in an ambulance that had actually been dispatched for a man dying from a police gunshot wound. See, now, this is why people say, fuck the police. Because seriously, fuck the police. I'm not even sure anything can be done for someone who's having a mild panic attack. Like, you don't need an ambulance. You need to take a fucking gummy, binge watch some bullshit TV show on Netflix, and, calm your ass down. You know who could benefit from an ambulance? Someone who's been shot in the head. All right. So this ambulance had been dispatched for the man dying from a police gunshot wound, and it forced the wounded suspect to wait roughly 10 additional minutes. And, when you're bleeding out, every second counts. Every pint of blood counts. All right. The report by Connecticut's Officer of Inspector General concluded that the March 35th... I'm sorry, that's not a date. This all went down on March 11th. Keep fucking that chicken, Tim. This took place on March 30th. Jesus, I was going to say it again. 35th. March 31st, 2025. Yes. What am I saying? What happened on this date now? Police shot a 39-year-old Deshaun Best. The report indicates that the shooting was legally justified, but the findings also raised sharp questions about what had happened in the chaotic moments after the shooting, when the first ambulance on scene was diverted to transport a police officer rather than the critically injured man. I'm sorry. I understand policing is a high-stress job, but some people just aren't built for it. You're having a panic attack because you shot an unarmed black man? That's kind of like the police's whole thing. You should revel in that. Maybe this guy was mistaking a panic attack from a runner's high. There are plenty of police officers who have no problem shooting people. Afterwards, they celebrate with their coworkers. Finally, I got to shoot a motherfucker. The whole reason I became a cop. That's why we're issued guns. I was excited to finally use it. And they go home all amped up. They fuck their wives real good, and then they sleep like a log. Then the next day, they do it all over again. Wash, rinse, repeat. This fucking pussy's like shaking. I can't believe I shot someone. Like hyperventilating and stuff. Like, calm the hell down. You ain't cut out to be part of the force, dude. The findings raised sharp questions about what happened in the chaotic moments after the shooting when the first ambulance on scene was diverted to transport a police officer rather than the critically injured man. Investigators said Best was shot once in the back by Bridgeport officer Yoon Hyo during a foot chase after police responded to reports of a large fight involving people with guns following a funeral gathering. Authorities said body cam... I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything. I was thinking something. I think it's okay to think this because, like, seriously, how come that shit only happens, you only hear about these things. I'm trying to, word this correctly with, I'm not trying to be racist, but very rarely do white funerals end in gunshots. Why is there always beef going on during black funerals, I guess it's a cultural thing, and I'm not even, trying to be funny, but, black funerals are... We've talked about this before. It's like a whole other type of event, and culturally, they just do things differently. I mean, I'm sure most black funerals don't end in gunfire. I'm just gonna shut up and continue on reading this story here. When the first ambulance arrived at the scene shortly after 6 p.m., paramedics were instructed to transport the officer. Oh, wait, it wasn't even the officer that shot the guy? Hold on. Wait a second. So, yeah, this guy, Best, was shot in the back by Bridgeport officer Yoon Hyo, right? But paramedics were instructed to transport Officer Aaron, with an E, woman, Aaron Perota, instead. Perota had participated in the foot chase. Oh, she was winded and was described by colleagues as crying, breathing rapidly, and covered in blood, though it was unclear at first whether she had been injured. Records reviewed by investigators indicate officers told the ambulance crew to hurry up and take their partner, even though Best was lying on the pavement with a gunshot wound. He was lying on the pavement because he was dying. This is my favorite part. During the ride to the hospital, Perota reportedly declined medical treatment. Why are you in the ambulance? I like rides. She told paramedics, I'm fine. I just needed to get out of here. Bitch needed some fresh air. Meanwhile, the guy who was shot in the back can't even breathe. He can't get any air. OMG. A second ambulance arrived 10 minutes later and transported Best to the Bridgeport Hospital, where he arrived at around 6:22 p.m., roughly 14 minutes after the officer had already reached the hospital. Doctors were able to detect a pulse, good sign, when Best arrived, and rushed him to the emergency surgery. He died about an hour later at 7:41 p.m. The Inspector General's report did not determine whether the delay in medical transport contributed to Best's death. An attorney representing Best's family said, what we're talking about here is an abomination of justice. They added the case could lead to a lawsuit against the city. Yeah, I kind of hope so. Even if that extra 10 minutes wouldn't have saved his life, it's still wrong. He's the guy that actually needs medical assistance. The woman's like, I'm fine. I just had to get out of here. Can we go get ice cream? I've had a long day. It's you're in an ambulance, lady. All right. Police officials have declined detailed comment, saying the department's internal affairs unit will review the incident. Perota is currently on administrative leave for an unrelated matter. I just need some me time. She took a few weeks off to watch the Olympics. I'm a freak for the luge. All right, final story we have for you today. The headline of this story is troubling and also obvious. Santa's workshop owner arrested again, and you can guess what he's been up to. Some pretty naughty shit. The owner of the longtime Adirondacks attraction, Santa's Workshop, has been arrested again. This time on charges including, anyone want to take a stab at what Santa's been up to? Just some rape. But to be fair, it was jolly rape. He was raping with a bowl full of jelly. Petroleum jelly style lubricant to really work that big fat cock in those tight cunts that weren't at all interested in being banged by Santa. See? Made the rape a little more festive, right? All right. Yes, this time on charges including attempted rape and bribing a witness in a case tied to allegations from last summer. Douglas S. Waterbury, 65, a landlord who owns the Christmas theme park near Whiteface Mountains, was indicted by a county grand jury last week. Prosecutors say he attempted to coerce a woman seeking housing into performing a sex act and then later tried to pay her to drop the complaint. You want to stay in Santa's village? You're going to have to suck Santa's jizz spillage. Oh, old Saint Nick likes to rhyme. That was a hard one. Village and spillage. I made it work, though. Ho, ho, ho. According to the indictment and statements from New York State Police, the woman contacted Waterbury in June while searching for an apartment. Instead of taking her to view a rental, investigators say he drove her to a vacant commercial building. Inside, prosecutors allege Waterbury exposed himself and repeatedly demanded oral sex, offering money after she refused. Wow, he backtracked pretty quickly, huh? He knew he was in some deep shit. You are going to suck me off, bitch. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Here's $50 for your trouble. Just let's keep this between us. Santa has a reputation to uphold. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did this. It's a stressful time of year, Christmas coming up and all. The woman declined the advances and was later driven home. She reported the incident to police the following day. Prosecutors say Waterbury subsequently contacted an acquaintance of the woman, so he knew people who knew her. That is super ballsy to be to almost rape someone, you have common acquaintances with, friends. All right, prosecutors say Waterbury subsequently contacted an acquaintance of the woman and attempted to offer money in exchange for the complaint being withdrawn. Waterbury has pled not guilty to the charges, which include attempted rape in the 3rd degree, patronizing a person for prostitution, and bribing a witness. He was arrested on March 3rd, arraigned in county court, and released on his own recognizance. Court records show his next appearance is scheduled for April 27th. The latest charges follow a series of legal battles and accusations against the man spanning decades. Former tenants have repeatedly accused him of sexual harassment and coercion, claiming he pressured renters into sex acts in exchange for lower rent or property maintenance. I'd probably blow a landlord if they were like, hey, I'll install a bidet for you. I just want someone to do it for me, In 2019, Waterbury agreed to an $850,000 settlement in a federal housing discrimination lawsuit brought by several former tenants. As part of that agreement, he was barred from managing or renting his properties and required to turn control of the building over to an independent management company. Court filings later allege he violated those restrictions, leading to sanctions and more fines. Oh, we're not done yet, though. Santa Claus also faced additional accusations in recent years. In separate cases in 2020 and 2022, investigators allege he exposed himself to prospective tenants while offering reduced rent in exchange for sex acts. Earlier this year, he was charged with 4th-degree stalking following an incident in December. Again, his busy time. Stress levels were out of control for Santa, in which a woman reported that he repeatedly approached her at a gas station parking lot and followed her after she refused a ride. Well, he is scheduled to appear in city court for that case later this month. In case you're wondering, Santa's Workshop is one of the nation's earliest theme parks. It opened in 1949, and it sits in the hamlet of North Pole in New York's Adirondack Mountains. The seasonal attraction features rides, on Santa's lap, down his South Pole. The seasonal attraction features rides, reindeer displays, and a Christmas-themed village, and typically opens to visitors during the summer. So there you go, in case you're thinking about checking out Santa's Workshop. It'll be open this summer, probably under new management, I guess. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Before we get into any voicemails, as promised, Mad Scientist wanted to hear some Scientology testimonials, so let's do it. This video was posted 18 years ago. It's only received 11,000 views. I feel like more people need to experience Scientology testimonials.
I've studied a lot of data about Dianetics and Scientology, even before this point. And I just felt my entire training universe go poof, and it all became alive.
Not really that specific. She's like, it went whoop, and I went like that, and boom, and whoosh, and it's all aligned.
Universe go poof,
yes,
and it all became aligned.
They're everything.
and the entire bridge wraps around these basics. This is Dynetics and Scientology.
We've all heard about hidden treasures before. We've all dreamed about going on adventures and finding these hidden treasures. This is the hidden treasure.
I think they're finding the hidden treasures in the writings of L. Ron Hubbard.
It's like my duplication was like increased like 1,000,000 times.
This one I'm not even going to try to understand. My duplication? I think she's saying duplication, but even that doesn't make sense, you know? I kind of prefer it being some like crazy Scientology term. Duplication. The dubing of thetans in a mathematic formula. Duplication.
My duplication was like increased like 1,000,000 times.
They come to life like somebody just turned the lights on.
Every time you listen to a new lecture, it's like a new light bulb goes on.
They all kind of say the same thing in a slightly different way. It's like the sun going up and you can see. It's like a light bulb being turned on. It's like when your best friend is set on fire in the middle of the night, illuminating everything around you. There's no better feeling. It's so warm and toasty.
Pretty soon you're like in a huge stadium with like, with light.
When I was studying the Philadelphia doctor course, I was so blown out of my head. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is it.
It just flows, and I felt like I was completely duplicating him. And then I was completely there with him. Like,
yeah, duplicating is definitely a Scientology term, now that we've heard it more than once.
The calm is so real.
By the way, she's not saying calm like she's calm, C-A-L-M. No. It's calm, C-O-M-M, like communication, kind of.
Calm is so real. Even sometimes he says, I'm talking to you. And you're like, oh, yes, you're talking to me.
I guess calm is like a communication between you and L. Ron Hubbard.
Boom, boom. There's no bugs. You just fly through them.
Absolutely no bugs at all.
No bugs at all.
They really use like a lot of high-tech kind of like data terms, right? Like they literally use data. I went through the data, the comms. There's no bugs, no glitches. But in the end, we're talking about like aliens that burrowed themselves in volcanoes and shit.
I've been winning nonstop. There was not a single minute I wasn't winning.
This sounds like an insane person, right? Every time I give more money to the Church of Scientology, I win. I keep winning. I can't stop winning. It's like reverse gambling.
And the cognitions are faster, such that between 1 second and 2 seconds later, you have like the space of 3 or 4 weeks of cognition.
I became so fast and faster and faster. At the end of the student hat, I was a fast student.
At the end of the student hat, I was a fast student, she says. I can't understand. Cognition. I mean, there's just so many fucking words flying at us here.
I can learn anything. I mean, you can send me to NASA now. I'll put a satellite in space. That's how I feel.
There's no...
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not test that theory out. I don't think you're ready to run any jet propulsion laboratories.
That's how I feel.
There's no mountain you can put there that I won't be able to get over, or under, or ocean that I won't be able to cross.
I mean, this goes on for hours, really.
And running Surfax. I don't have those postulates anymore. So I had to create new postulates.
And after completing Power and Power Plus, I feel limitless. And being able to operate on that kind of a bandwidth is new. It's kind of unheard of.
And then your aerodynamics is
She's running on the 5 gigahertz spectrum right now.
Machine. You take
we have to move on. I hope that was enough for you, Mad Scientist. Thank you so much once again for sponsoring today's show. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. First of all, let me say thank you so much to everyone who continues to text into the For Harry Cunt line. I will read a bunch of text messages a little bit later this week, so keep texting in. We got to end the show, though, and I've got plenty of voicemail messages coming in from both patrons and the regular voicemail line. Let's check in with some patrons first.
Hey, Timmy. It's LBF. I'm having a much better day today.
Good.
So I'm probably a little bit more coherent. Although I'm having allergies, so my voice is going out a little bit. Anyways, the part that they're removing is called the sigmoid colon.
Oh, yes. Yeah, this guy, poor little baby faggot, is having part of his innards ripped out.
There are no teeth involved in this.
Oh.
That's a whole other end.
Oh, okay.
Actually, while I'm off, I'm also getting a new tooth put in because I had to have a tooth pulled. I put an anchor in my jaw, and I'm getting a fake tooth put in there.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I have a bit of a tooth pain in the back of my head. I hope that's nothing.
Because
I'll do what I always do. Give it a week. We'll see if it resolves itself. If not, I'll probably have to have something fucking yanked out or root canal or whatever.
I look like that much of a hillbilly. Anyways, what they're going to do is they're going to go in there and they're going to remove the section, and then they're going to pull the rest of the colon back down to where they removed everything, and they're going to stitch that around, and that will complete the circuit. So I will still poop out of my butt.
Oh, thank God.
Directly out of surgery. That'll be an option.
Oh, good.
It could take a day or so before I can eat and then start moving things through it. One of the criteria for leaving the hospital is I have to take a shit.
Oh, yeah. You got to prove that you can successfully take a shit and it's not like seeping out inside of you and stuff.
And I guess I got to shit in one of those plastic hats so that they get to check it.
Yeah, for blood and stuff.
In addition to that, right after the surgery, when they're done stitching everything, they then flood the area with saline, and they're going to put a hose up my butt and shoot some gas of some sort in there and look for leaks. Sort of like how you used to check for a leak on your bike tire when you were a kid. You pour soapy water on it, or put it in a bucket of
see if it bubbles.
Water and spin it to look for leaks. They're kind of going to, well, not kind of, they're going to do the exact same thing, but with my intestines.
Hey, are they going to have cameras? Because I would love to see that.
So I have that.
Give me a copy of that video
to look forward to. So there will be much fun.
I'm always trying to get video of your buttholes. Well, little baby faggot, good luck. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Please keep us posted. You are in our thoughts and our spank banks and all that sort of stuff. I'll be masturbating to thoughts of you losing part of your colon. Because I'm a sucker for other people's pain.
Please, would you give me a call?
Oh, you know who this is. Yes, our friend.
Please, would you give me a call?
The shit freak. He's just so desperate to hear me poop for him.
Jimmy Boo.
Oh, hold on here. He called in twice in a row.
Jimmy Boo, Scumwalk here, baby. Calling in about fucking autistic Mexicans call the other day about being a colostomy expert. I'd say that again. Anyway, whatever the fuck. He's not he doesn't have a colostomy bag yet, but no doubt that is in his near future. No,
are you talking about autistic Mexican or little baby faggot who's having the colon surgery?
Colostomy bag yet, but no doubt that is in his near future. No, colonoscopy expert. He's relatively young, but the thing we have to consider is he's a fat ass. A big, fat, disgusting ball of greasy shit. So no wonder he has to get his rectum checked, because he's apparently got polyp blooming in his rectum, and that's why he has to get a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy every 6 months, apparently. So hence him being an expert on matters of the buttocks, because normally he's a bit of a prude.
It's a shit and anus and colon heavy voicemail segment today, isn't it, freaks?
About his little wee and his butthole. But he's okay about taking off his shirt and jiggling his man titties around and stuff. So anyway, he's a weird cunt. But love your work to you, Boo, and hopefully Autistic Mexican will continue calling into the voicemail line.
All right. Autistic Mexican, you know what to do. Respond to this, please. Next up,
Again, please press 0 to get this handled.
Well, I don't know who the hell keeps calling me. It sounds like it's some sort of collection agent, but I would not, first of all, I pay my bills, but if I don't, I sure as hell wouldn't use the Distorted View voicemail line as a contact number. You know what I mean?
Tim, it's
what?
The candy-colored clown.
Hello.
Just want to let you know, I'm watching a podcaster called Wavy Web Surf. He has a segment on his show featuring Bob, your poop stalker.
Oh, really?
It's at 24 minutes and 40 seconds. You've got to check this out.
Is this an older podcast? I can't imagine anyone is still going after Bob. Bob's been out of the game for a while. I just happened to get lucky and track him down. Well, send me a link to that so I can review it, please. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to end it right there. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
It's like my duplication was increased 1 million times.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Remember, tomorrow's show is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Go to distortedview.com right now. Otherwise, see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
love rubbing cum on yourself, then you're gonna love this serum. Feels just like cum, so you can enjoy rubbing it around your crack or your face, so you can renew your pounded and discolored skin.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.